Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I had some furry friend visitors this morning, so I had to call their mama and daddy and get them to come. Let me make sure all my stuff is working right like it should. So anyway, that's why we're a little late this morning, but always happy to help a neighbor out, especially for two sweet puppies that just came to visit. They thought I might be cooking today. Anyway, good morning. If you are the first time joining me, I am Brooke, and I am the recipe developer, back-end, website, tech person, and head dishwasher here at The Buttered Home. Now, for 7, almost 8 years, we have brought you high quality Southern recipes, and then this time of year, from October through New Year's Eve, we always love to share with you some of our favorite kitchen tips. Over the years, I tend to repeat some of them. So some of you may have seen some of these weekly tips of the week, but if you have, that's fine. You might not remember them. Also, we have a lot of new people joining us from time to time, so these tips are really good to repeat and share. They bear repeating, and they're good tools to have. So it's pumpkin / winter squash season, and this is my favorite guy right here. This is a buttercup, C as in cat, U-P, not butternut, and it looks like your pumpkin's ugly cousin. But these are my favorite winter squash because they taste a lot like sweet potatoes, but they're lower on the glycemic index. So these, like many other pie pumpkins, acorn squash, any type of winter squash, butternut squash, all can be kind of rough to handle and sometimes unsafe to cut with a knife. So we always kick off our tip season with this because it is something that you can use over and over and over again, and it'll make your life easier, whether you're good with a knife or not. So you simply harness the power of your microwave, and depending on how large your winter squash or pumpkin is, I would do it anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes on regular power. So this guy's kind of big. We just want to soften it up enough so that it's easy for us to cut and easy for us to peel. So I'm going to pop this into the microwave for 4 minutes, and then we're going to talk a little bit about some exciting things we have going on now from October to the end of the year. So stay with me. You can still hear me. I'm going to pop it in the microwave. Okay. So now that we have that going, I'm going to get a spoon because we always have to de-seed it too, and we'll talk a little bit about some types of squash that you don't necessarily have to peel. The buttercup and acorn squash, you can actually cook and eat the peel, and like lots of other fruits and vegetables, that's where the majority of the fiber is, in that skin or peeling or whatever you want to call it. So these I will probably roast in the oven because they're delicious. I love them with a little salt and a little pumpkin pie spice. And I just eat them one right after the other. I'll slice them and eat them, but we'll talk about that. So let's talk about my sweatshirt. So last year we updated our whole website, rebranded, and we have a new logo, which I really love and I'm really proud of because I'm not great with graphic design, but I did this. So we have a little shop where you can get things like this super soft scalloped hem sweatshirt, and this thing I think is only like $35, and my shop offers discounts all the time. So you can go to our website and get any of the things like this with this logo, with our old logo, as well as our Mind Your Biscuits logo on there. That's a classic. That one will never go away. So we're really excited about this, and I'll show you my apron I got too. So we really love this apron, and you can get it in a few different colors. The one thing that I love the most about it is that it is adjustable. So your tie and your neck ring they adjust. They slide in and out so that you can get it over your head, and you can tighten it, lower it, raise it, however with that. So they're real nice. And they have 2 large pockets on it too. They wash really well. They're kind of a linen blend, and they're inexpensive too. I've got several of my own friends who've bought these who love them. So those are just a sampling of some things that you can get over at the website. But one of the other things that we love to promote this time of year when we do these kitchen tips is that if you've not signed up for our email list, now is the time to get on it. And the reason why, every year in December, we do 12 days of cookies, 12 days of Christmas cookies, where we share with you no less than 5 cookie recipes every single day for 12 days. So, and it could be more. This year, I think it's gonna actually be more. I'm in the process of working on that now. So one of the benefits of being signed up for the email list is that you get all these free recipes that are perfect for Christmas, for cookie swaps, for parties, for all kind of things. So you'll always hear me from now till then encourage you to sign up for the email list. Have your friends and family sign up for it too, because here on these social platforms, I don't have control of you seeing my stuff. The only way that you're guaranteed to find me is if you go to thebutteredhome.com, and if you're signed up for our email list. Those things I am the owner of, so I can guarantee that content is always on those 2 platforms, and I don't spam your email inbox either. Okay, we're done. My timer just went off, so I'm gonna go get it. Now, when you pull it out of the microwave, it's hot, so you'll need hot pads or a towel or something. Okay, so we've got him, and I'm gonna swap to overhead so that you can kind of see. So I'm gonna have to be real careful handling him because he's hot. Now you can let him cool for just a minute, but we're just gonna dive right in. So these have a very woody consistency, and sometimes you can pop that out, sometimes you can't. So I'm just gonna try to cut right beside it. So we just wanna get it started carefully. I'm gonna put my knife in, and you might find that you might need a couple of more minutes. Sometimes 4 minutes may or may not be enough. And we're gonna give this guy 2 more minutes because I had a hard time getting my knife in there. So let me pop him back in. And if you have a smaller, lower wattage microwave, that could be the issue too. This one that I have out here, it's a little bitty guy. So it may need a couple more minutes. This is a rather large, it's probably almost 4 pounds of a squash, so it does need just a little bit more. And you can do that in 1 to 2 minute increments, and you'll be able to tell when you start that knife. Once you get past the skin, if it slides a little easier, then you're good to go. If not, err on the side of caution, pop it back in. Now also, if you have any questions, I'm running this solo today, so feel free to ask them, and when I'm done, I'll come back in and I'll answer your questions in the comments. Always, we want you to share this video, because even if you've seen these tips, you might have some friends or family who haven't. So it's always a good idea to share these videos. And we've got lots of fun stuff coming up for the rest of the season to share with you as far as tips goes. Some old, some new. The ones that are old are tried and true, y'all, and I've just used them for years and years, and there's always somebody that's either forgotten about it or has never seen it. So that's why we share those. All right, my timer should be just about up. We got about 38 seconds left. So this is a new addition. I don't know if any of you caught my live last weekend, but this is an antique window that we got in an estate sale, and then we put Danny's grandmother's pen and ink drawing here on top of it so that I have an outdoor view. There's a little glare on it, but we're working on something. I shot some videos last weekend, and I don't think it was distracting, but we're going to try some things to try to kind of cut down a little bit on that glare. All right, here we go. Let's see if 2 minutes did it. He's still hot. Okay, so let's go in. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, so because he's wider instead of taller, I'm going to be making a cut here and a cut here. We just want to get it started, and it's almost like a watermelon that, you know, once you get it started, it should just kind of split open. Yep, there we go. Oh, look how easy that was. Now, I'm going to show you just really quickly how I break this down. We've got lots of seeds in there. This is just like a pumpkin or any other thing. So I just take my spoon on a paper towel and just scrape those out, and we'll just deal with this half right now. But just so you can see that it's just a whole lot easier to deal with, and then I'll show you something else after I get this slice cut. But you always just want to be extremely careful with these winter squash. They can be fickle, they can be tough to deal with, and they can cause a really bad kitchen hazard. So I just want to call your attention to the fact that it's not cooked. That 4 to 6 minute or 2 to 6 minute cook time, depending on the size of your microwave, doesn't really cook it. And even if it does a little bit around that skin, it doesn't matter. You're going to cook them anyway. Unless you're feeding these to an animal, you're always going to cook it. So if things are helped along a little bit by just having it part cooked around the edges, then that's not really something that I think is a big deal. But this microwave hack is one that I have used for years to deal with certain types of winter squash. They're hard to break down. Most people stay away from them because they're hard to peel, they're hard to cut, but now you don't have to. If you love these things, and we feature these and butternut squash and acorn squash in a lot of our recipes, so this enables you to have that freedom to be able to break it down and be careful about it and not end up in the emergency room. So this is this week's tip of the week. We hope that you'll join us. We're going to do this probably every Saturday morning between 8 or 9 a.m. Make sure that you are following our page on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube so that you can receive notifications whenever we're going live. I'll always post about it probably the day before and the morning of to let you know when we're going live, what to expect, and when to join us and when to share it. So we hope that you love this tip, that you'll share it, that you will tell a friend about it and tell a friend about the Buttered Home, because it's about to be peak holiday season and we have all of your recipe needs in one convenient place at thebutteredhome.com. So from me and everybody else who comes in and out of the Buttered Home, we sure